Hello everyone, welcome to another Legacy video. If you tuned into my last video, I played 4-color Yori and Reanimator, and one of the things I was thinking during that video was that the green cards that are really powerful against like other control matchups weren't really doing that much for me. Uh, I don't remember what I played against off the top of the head, but it wasn't super control heavy meta, so I was just winning lots of games by just doing the Reanimator thing. The Uros and Life from the Loam weren't really relevant in most games. So I figured I'd just try the quote unquote best deck of the format, which is Blue Black Reanimator, some configuration similar to this. I just kind of threw together what made sense to me based on looking at a few lists on Goldfish and what I had available to me. Some of the things I didn't like about most of the lists are that they lacked like real removal spells like Fatal Push, Shieldred's Edict. They were opting for just like I have Brazen Borrowers to bounce things and Archon to make you sack things. I really didn't like that, so I went for removal spells in place of the Brazen Borrowers in the main, a couple Brazen Borrowers in the side. um, some of the things that you get in this deck versus the other deck, you do get access to Daze, you get the Grief Scam package, which say what you want about it. Some people think the Grief Scam thing is like ban worthy. I think it's honestly kind of mid. Like at the end of the day, you're trading 3 for 3. It's not that busted. It you're one for oneing yourself. It's just like your opponent draws top decks, the swords to plowshares, fatal push, lightning bolt, whatever to kill your grief, and then your board state's empty because you're hellbent because you spent 3 cards grief scamming them. 3 cards and a land. You have 3 cards left in your hand against your opponent's 3 lands that you left in their hand and whatever they top deck. So I don't know. I think it's really good against a lot of strategies, which is probably like the component for like why it should be banned. Like grief scamming is just like shutting down other combo decks. Like I'm not running into like Doomsday. I'm not running into a lot of show and tell. I mean, these decks are always like not like whenever you're playing online, there's a lot more of the fair strategies because people just have more fun playing them. Unless you're like grinding. So I don't know. Like there's different aspects to that too. But uh, yeah, I'm gonna see how this goes. Try out very basic thing. Maybe I can get a trophy for once because obviously when I play all these random brews, I don't trophy all the time. Uh, I do sometimes. Like that one of my first Magic Online trophy was actually with a different build of uh, Yori and Reanimator. So that's fun. So yeah, let's get started with this on the play for game one. I noticed that this corner, bottom right corner, is just like the chat box, so I figured I'd put my little face cam there instead of here, where sometimes like in the deck tech for my sideboard and stuff, it's kind of annoying. So we have Grief into Frog with Sewers. Actually, I turn one Ponder with this hand to play around Wasteland. Uh, I mean, I don't love it, but I don't hate it. I think this is what the deck does. Like this is what I'm talking about with Grief not being that good. Like here I am playing Unmask in my Delver deck basically. Like that just sounds terrible to me. Cling to Dust, Psychic Frog, Tamiya. What the frig is this card? Okay, it's a land, most likely. Instant or card with flash. That would be really good in some Yorian piles, I can imagine. Force of Will. So it's looking like I'm supposed to take Force of Will and hope my frog connects in front of his frog, I guess. Take the Tameo because that's the first thing he can do. This sucks. I hate everything about this. I feel like I'm gonna lose this game. I'm gonna take the Tameo because it's gonna provide him the most card advantage. Maybe I'm just supposed to mulligan this hand because it doesn't reanimate. And like that's what I want to be doing. So here my inexperience with this deck is probably going to show. I'm going to shuffle that. Force a bad pickup there because I don't have any blue card to pair with it, and I don't really want the card disadvantage. Scalding Tarn. Not playing the Ponder there suggests he wants to pitch it to the Force of Will. I'm going to jam the Frog here. If he forces, I'm probably forcing back, especially if he pitches his Frog. Waterlogged Teachings, okay. So his last cards are Cling, Frog, Ponder, Unknown. If the Unknown is a land, I can get punished for this. But if he doesn't have a land, then he's not going to be able to block with his Frog. So I think I want to force back here. And again, the weakness of Grief getting shown here, because we're going to get in this Frog battle, and I have one card in my hand to my opponent's 5, 4, 3 cards, so he can make his Frog bigger than my Frog. Yeah, I'm screwed. Fatal Push. Damn. So my opponent's likely going to have Cling to Dust up next turn. So I think I want to put this in the graveyard. And so maybe I'm supposed to attack first. I'm not going to attack now. But if I attack first, maybe I get him to discard the Cling to Dust. But then I wouldn't have known the Reanimate was on top. I'm just going to let him through. Opponent's playing Grixis. That's a nice draw. If I draw a land here, I'm not sure if I'm probably still casting the Edict. That's nice. Okay. I don't need to play a land this turn, and I don't want to give my opponent the Troll to reanimate with, assuming he also is playing a Reanimator deck of some kind, though he hasn't shown me any of that, so I'm not going to play around that yet. Just going to get my basic swamp here. cast the Edict before he has any opportunities to get more mana. Non-token creature. Love to see that. This Ponder's gone. Okay, we have to clear out this Cling to Dust if we have any chance. Of reanimating something. And that's going to be real hard because he now has, interesting choice, the availability to escape it. Okay, pumping his frog. Makes sense. Gonna whiff with this grief here. But that means we can attack with frog, draw another card. We do have a land to hit this turn. Okay. We might win this game. I can't believe it because I feel like this hand was absolutely terrible. I did not feel like I was winning this game at any point until like this turn. But I do feel ahead right now. This is interesting here. I can save the frog by pitching both these animate deads, but I could just animate dead like he's tapped out of Cling the Dust right now. He does have another land, but I think this is just fine. Whoops, I hit the Scalding Tarn instead of the island. Okay. Let's start with attacking. And I want to make my opponent dead as fast as possible, so I'm going to lead on the animate dead on the frog. He'll Cling to Dust it, and then I'll animate dead the troll next. Oops. We respect days in this household. So now I'm not feeling super ahead. I'm feeling pretty even. Okay. Troll still getting through. Grief trading with... I don't feel ahead anymore. I have lost this game. None of these are fatal push for this frog. This is gonna kill me. See, I don't like Troll for this reason either. I don't know why I played this deck. I hate everything about this deck, despite it being the quote-unquote best deck. Like, this is what happens to me every time I play the best deck. I just, like, face matchups that are completely unwinnable. It never makes any sense to me. Like, when Delver's the best deck, I lose to Baleful Strix and whatever. I'm much better at playing the stuff my opponent is doing. And I'm dead on board to this. Okay. So I think the game plan is if I don't have Entomb in my opening hand, it's not keepable. Um, we're on the play, so Daze is probably fine. Um, I don't think Cling to Dust is enough reason to play Dothy, though my opponent is likely playing Kulligan's Command if he's in red. Like, everything my opponent is doing is screaming Kulligan's Command, Grixis Control. The extra Fatal Push might be nice. That's really the only thing I'm looking at, honestly. Orcish Bowmaster, maybe. I could just completely come off Grief because it's a shitty card and I shouldn't be playing it in the first place. Let's do that. This is a good hand. I don't need another Entomb. Don't need another Troll. Um, this might be a mistake. So now I have to. Yeah, there's no blue card here. Opponent did miss a land drop, or chose not to play a second land into the wasteland. I'm just gonna dig for another blue card here. Okay. I was probably just supposed to fetch the Undercity Sewers and hold up the blue card force. here comes a lightning bolt. I guess I shouldn't have F6'd because I can dump my hand to save my frog. Now he edicts me or whatever. Yeah. Cool. Alright, let's eat the spell bomb. I'm just gonna concede. Grixis control, definitely bad matchup for this deck. I guess I'm gonna keep this hand that, again, doesn't reanimate. Again, keeping the worst Delver hand I've ever seen. There's Saga. Ooh, another Mox Diamond. Wow. Nightmare. Think I'm gonna want to just get my swamp with this, play around Wasteland, and ponder next turn, or entomb if I draw Reanimate. Island. Cycle Troll. Opponent's making a construct this turn. He'll probably getting not Nile Spellbomb, but whatever the not black decks play. Not Ghoul Caller's Bell. That's a Lantern control card. Whatever the stupid artifact is, I'm probably gonna lose to that. Okay, I can't play Frog here because of the stupid sphere. I'm not dazing anything. I don't have a reanimate spell to entomb, so plus that they're gonna find that thing. I think I want lands and grief. Do I want both of the lands? Or do I want to fetch one of them away? I'm playing Frog next turn. I can't cast Grief this turn anyway. So I guess I just shuffle? Oh, no, because I need the lance. I hope Moto set me up well. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, you make your construct, buddy. Good job. One, two, three, four, five, six. So my only hope here is making a 7-8 or a 6-7 frog and blocking these constructs. And I'm pretty sure my opponent has a Swords to Plowshares in his hand. The card I'm going to leave in my hand is the other Psychic Frog, I'm pretty sure. This is where my opponent swords. Oh, maybe he decided it didn't really matter if I gained that 6th life point. Okay, went ahead and got that out of the way. Odd time to do that, considering he was going to connect for damage with this construct. Sajiri step. Mazavith, interesting. So I attack, he probably just lets me connect, and I draw a card that doesn't do anything because this deck sucks and is full of dead air. And then I cast this other frog, which chumps one of his tokens. I connect with frog again, maybe. Yeah, because he wouldn't have it. Chumps one of his tokens, then I don't connect with frog again because he gets to Maze of it. Alternatively, I play the other frog, and we maintain this play pattern long enough for me to... I block with the big frog again, and take 5 this turn, go to 2. Next turn I'll have 2 cards in my hand to dump into the small frog, making it a 3/4, which is not enough to block profitably. I think hoping to draw a card that gets me out of this, which I'm failing to see. Like, I think I'm looking for Fatal Push here is my way out. Shieldred's Edict, even then, like, it's not... Yeah, I'm just screwed. Okay, I guess I want the dress down. A Fatal Push over these cards. Like, he's not going to have anything in his hand when I Grief Scam him. I guess on the play, Grief Scam is kind of good. I'm never dazing anything he does, ever. I assume he has Life from the Loam, so like maybe I'm supposed to consider Dothy Voidwalker. What I cut for Dothy Voidwalker, I don't know. Trolls. I mean, Troll is part of my mana base, so I really can't cut that many of them. Forces. I really wish I wasn't playing this deck. This deck sucks. Look. I cut Troll and got incredibly punished. And that does nothing. I mean, it plays a Ponders and plays a Dothy Voidwalker. Is that really good enough? Wasteland's pretty good. I think I'm going to keep this 6, but I'm not happy about it. Okay, there's the Animate Dead. want second Dothy. I don't think I want it more than the island. If he goes Wasteland Go, I feel pretty good about that since I have the Wombo combo ready. Now, if he has a Mox Diamond and something else, I'm not happy. Okay. No Sphere of Resistance this turn, and we're good to go. That's fine. Not sure why he didn't go for that with the Wasteland last time. I am going to get Archon here, not just to kill the Reclaimer, but also so that I am getting damage in through the Maze of Ith. Not used to my basics tapping for more than one color. Resolved. No endurance. Think I might have finally managed to win a game. The question of whether I can win a match still stands. Yeah, I would like to get a land. Reanimate. Bajuka Bog. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm going to hit the Yavimaya. Cuts him off of green and an extra mana this turn. I can Wasteland the Maze on my next turn. Well, this has to be done at some point no matter what, so we can debate whether we want to cast this troll or cycle it later. Opponent not wastelanding me there and getting punished for it. Probably should have attacked before I did this. Get that loam under my Dothy. Maybe because of loam, force of negation is better than a force of will. On the draw, grief is worse, so I'm going to bring in a couple bowmasters just as creatures to actually do something. In fact, I'd rather have a troll than a grief. Rather have a force than a grief. Oh well. Maybe not. I mean, I did hard cast a grief there. Well, we have a Tomb Reanimate, but our Atraxa is on our hand. On the draw against a 7 that they kept, I'm not super thrilled about this. I'm going to keep it, though. I think we kind of want Archon anyway. Okay, he pitched the Beseiju. It's probably loaming, though. Expedition map. Interesting choice to play the diamond, pitching Beseiju, which, as he demonstrated in a previous game, can beat an Animate dead. I think it's too easy to just lose to Wasteland here. So I'm going to ponder. No. Then if he doesn't Wasteland me, I can just into Reanimate this turn. Or if I don't feel pressured, I can set up Brainstorm in Tomb and then Reanimate the turn after. Like when my yeah, okay. Just have to dodge a Wasteland this turn. That's a-okay. My god. I think we're making it. Motobug, Motobug, Motobug. If you don't know, there's allegedly a bug in Moto where shuffling just doesn't actually shuffle, and you draw the card that you knew was on top of your library that you shuffled away. Because I shuffled away, I pondered, there was a Dothy on top, and then I cast Entomb, and I drew a Dothy. But, I mean, statistically, it can happen. There were 2 more Dothys in my deck. 2 out of the 48 cards were Dothy Voidwalker. So, like, it could happen, but it happens a lot. So, if he has Crop Rotation, Thespian Stage, he does have enough mana to make a 20/20 this turn. But I don't think playing scared is getting me anywhere. Like, if I don't attack, then and I chump with this Archon. It's not like I have a Reanimate to make him sack the 20/20 with anyway. So I'm just going to attack and make him have it. Also, I still have the chance to ponder into Wasteland, maybe. Maybe I'm supposed to lead on Ponder so I can find the Wasteland. Oh my god, he fucking has it. Oh, he sacked the Dark Depths. Why did he sack the Dark Depths? That was the worst line I've ever seen someone make in the history of Magic the Gathering. You know, I really want a Wasteland, but I don't really need a Wasteland. Oh! I didn't realize I was at that many cards. Opponent's screwed. Absolutely dead. Because of a gigantic misplay on his part. He had me dead to rights. Yeah, I'll just, draw a card and drain you for 3. Instead of you, having a 20/20 that would have won you the game. Some people, dude. Some people just don't understand. Okay, let's just wrap this up. Give me a Wasteland. All right, on the draw for game 3, we are 1-1, though we should be 0-2, but our land's opponent is a chimp. We have a mediocre hand, once again, playing the weakest Delver hand imaginable, but still keepable. Reanimating Troll looks somewhat enticing here, especially with a backup reanimates. I really want an Entomb though. I just want to do the thing. Can I please just do the thing? Playing the mirror match. I think I have to force this and then lose to Days. Ooh, no. Okay. Hello? Hello? Is it me you're looking for? There he is. Shoot. I wasn't supposed to do that. It's fine. I was supposed to reanimate his frog so that he can't reanimate his frog. And then I was supposed to play the Undercity Sewers. That's fine. But everything turned out okay. This brainstorm post Wasteland suggests that he has a grief in his hand, or not grief, a troll in his hand. So he'll be cycling troll on upkeep. Wasteland not looking as enticing as reanimating a frog. Swamp. Your frog has a cooler border. I'd like your frog, please. It also means I can exile my own frog to give the frog flying to stop any reanimates that he has. Really want to draw Brainstorm here. I really want to connect this turn. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let him resolve the first one. He's targeting me. Okay. He hasn't dazed me yet. Oh. Good lord. Starting to think my opponent is not playing Reanimator, but is playing blue-black Delver. Just blue-black, good cards. Probably a better deck than Reanimator. Because, you know, it's just... Why spend 2 cards to make a 7/7 when you can have 1 that makes a 7/7? Yeah, I can't beat the Murktide Regent. Forces. Just want no forces. Bring in the push. And my own Bowmaster. Maybe trade a troll for a Bowmaster. On the play, we've got a frog. I want all of these in this order. I'm not going to daze it. I could, but I'm not going to. I think I'll have a better daze option this turn. Like when he forces this or something. Dazes. Daze your days for days, brother. Fine. So no removal spell in his hand. It's good to know. Wah, wah, wah. Okay. That's more like it. Yeah, this'll work. Alright, no wasteland. That's what I needed to see. Grief, pitch, animate dead. Cast Bowmaster in response. No? Okay. Oh, there it is. Clear out the days. Now, do I want to get the Atraxa or the Archon? The Archon isn't really killing his stuff, so I might as well get the Atraxa. Like, he just sacks the Orc and makes another one. Only option for sorcery. I already have one wasteland, so I think I'll take a fetch land here. Fatal Push looks good. And a frog, I guess. I want Brainstorm instead of the Fate. No. Maybe I want Daze. I think I want Daze and the other Wasteland so that I can counter any potential Shieldred's edicts. Though the Fatal Push would let me... I'm fine with this. This is good. On the draw... If I was the Delver deck, like, you saw them keep Daze in on the draw. But they're Delver. It's just, yeah, it's just always good. They kept forces in. They kept forces in because I can do more busted things like reanimate Atraxa. They have to leave their counter magic in. They're doing just regular Delver things. I don't need a Force of Will. Force of Will is only there to protect my combo. Yeah, I'm going to run it back. I don't think Force is better than Grief in this deck. Yeah, I'm on the Frog Reanimate Frog plan here. Maybe I'll get lucky and surveil one of my fatties into the yard. Ponder. Yeah. Oh, I like that. Exile Shieldred's Edict or Reanimate? What do you think? I think it's Shieldred's Edict. I'll take a surgical. Oddly enough, his hand lines up really well. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Fuck. I wish this was not a stupid tap land, stupid Undercity Sewers. Um. Yeah, I'm attacking. Then I'm brainstorming. Yikes. Yeah, Wasteland. Play your Bowmaster. I need to get my... this sucks so much. Oh my god. I'm fine with that. He's gonna wasteland me again, and I'm not gonna draw land, and I'm gonna be screwed. No one of his cards in hand is a land. Whatever island he put back in his hand. Come on. Yes! Okay. What are we reanimating here? Frog or Grief? It's definitely not a Bowmaster. I think it's Frog. If we block, he wins the exchange. So I think we don't block. You gotta be freaking kidding me, dude. Triple freaking wasteland. Good lord. I've got 2 turns. I was supposed to dump my whole hand into the frog. I'm dead next turn, actually. He's got 3 cards in hand. I'm just gonna concede. And we're back for round 4. On the draw with a good hand for once in our life. We are 1 and 2. Should be 0 and 3 if our lands opponent wasn't as smart as the average lands player. Fuck. Okay. Am I gonna force this? I force the. If he has the reanimate, I'm fucked. I'm just gonna let it go. Either so like he takes the reanimate, I force his reanimate. He doesn't have the reanimate. Okay, so this is where having the life from the loam is very beneficial. Because I could just entomb for loam and be done with it. And I would win the game through that. Because like dredging the loam would find the Uros in Yorian Reanimator. Instead, I don't know. I actually feel pretty good about this still because my opponent only has 4 cards to my 6. I'm gonna brainstorm now before he has the chance to Bowmaster me. I'm wondering if putting back the Entomb was a mistake. I am just supposed to go for the combo. I guess I'll put it on top. Let's go ahead and start with this. Put back the second force. Okay, we've got a grief. I think I'm gonna wait to hard cast it. Okay, we can animate dead his troll here. Or his grief. Probably his troll. I don't want to force this. I'm going to be shuffling away that grief now since we don't have the mana to cast it. Thought about dazing that, but I think we can get better out of the daze. We've wastelanded I think we've wastelanded him twice. 1, 2, and he's milled over on Underground Sea. 3. He picked that up from the days. What did he do with that? Put it on top. Okay. So he should have 1 sea and a swamp left. And 3 underground seas. So yeah, if I had life from the limit, oh god. Okay, I can force of will this, or I don't have revolt or fatal push, so I'm just gonna force it. Force again. Really? Why didn't he force the force? He would have ripped the last card out of my hand? He would have had grief, I would have had nothing? We're in a top deck war and I've got more mana, so I feel good. Have to dodge this draw step. Ugh. I'm winning the race right now. And it's game over. He attacks me for 8. I go to 5. And then I attack him for 6. He goes to 3. I wonder if I was supposed to block the grief there. He attacks me for 5 down to 8. Then I attack him to 9. And he attacks me to 3. I attack him to 6 now. This is still the best bet, I guess. My out is the Brazen Borrower that's not in my deck. I understand why that's a slot now, I guess. Yeah, I'll concede. So I think this is when you're supposed to just not be Reanimator anymore, is what they say. Damn it. I really was hoping to keep a hand with Grief Scam. Yeah, because now he's gonna scam me and I'm just gonna get wrecked. Maybe I'm supposed to just hold up Brainstorm and then lose to Days? I don't, that seems bad. I was supposed to keep my 7. That 7 cards was good. Got greedy looking for a better hand. Opponent deep in the tank. I'm gonna go grab some cherries from my fridge. Oh, what did he take? Oh, he took the good card. What a stunning idea. Actually, he was supposed to take Reanimate there. Unless he's, reanimating his grief, in which case he's supposed to take Reanimate now. So he must have a removal spell. That's fine. No removal spell. Interesting. Shit. Okay. At least that means I can do this around days. Non-token creature. Probably supposed to attack first. Bowmaster will answer the Brazen Borrower. I might have been supposed to discard the Undercity Sewers there. I'm not sure. I would love to bait out a daze with this. I'm gonna keep these. I would like to draw all three of them by next turn, which I will with the frog. Animate that is the one I want the least. Probably supposed to put the land in my hand, but that's okay. I'm not sure that I want to put the Bowmaster in front of Daze with this Animate dead, so I'm actually just going to play the Undercity Sewers here. And I'll keep that on top. Okay, the obvious take for him is Shieldred's Edict, because that clears the board. If he does that and I animate dead my troll, I block the grief with the Bowmaster token and the troll. And that's fine. Otherwise, I pitch both of the. Yeah, I should just let him have this. Discarding them to frog is not as good. Okay. He saw the writing on the wall. Game 3, do I want to change anything? How do I feel about Daze instead of Flusterstorm instead of Daze? Or Force instead of Daze? The tempo is really, really bad. But the card advantage is also bad. I think it's fine. Don't expose yourself to wasteland if you don't have to, folks. This guy gets it. You have the reanimate? Reanimate dead? Pitched animate dead to grief, which means he's probably got another one. If he follows up with Frog plus Daze, I'm pretty screwed. Probably the right choice there. Unlicensed Hearse, not what I was expecting. A single graveyard. I think I do want to get at least one land from a troll. Because what I'm trying to set up here is turn 3 reanimate plus animate dead. So this gets my third land and plays around wasteland. And very luckily, there was no daze. So I should be able to get a troll or a grief on turn 3. He forgot to hearse me last turn. That was a mistake. I don't want to discard this troll. That's overkill. Brainstorm, yep. That sucks. How do I want to play this? Do I want to play the card advantage game? Well, I guess we start by trying to reanimate his grief. See if this triggers the hearse. And if it doesn't, we'll just Shieldred's Edict him this turn. Okay. Now, do I want to reanimate my troll? I think I don't want to animate that. I think I want to play around days. Do I want to reanimate my frog? I think I want to reanimate my frog. Keep my life total as high as possible. Because I'm going to take 6 from this troll next turn. He's got a frog. A little late to the party, Dothy. Shieldred's Edict is definitely the best I can do. Oh my god, is he gonna dump his card, crew the hearse, and sack the hearse? That's amazing. And keep Ponder on top. I have to find another Brazen Borrower or I lose. So like this is kind of the thing that I hate where it's like cutting the Reanimator package is what you're allegedly supposed to do in this matchup, but like my out here is Archon. Fatal Push doesn't cut it. This is why some lists are playing Dismember. That's what I didn't include in my deck. And another loss. Alright, good hand. And 2 Reanimate, force backup. Loses to a Wasteland. I guess we could troll. Never mind. And if they daze the Entomb, we just Entomb again next turn. Against fetch land, fetch land, go, fetch land, go, fetch land, go. I'm gonna get the Atraxa. Alrighty. We got more where that came from. Got a dress down. Of main board Veil of Summer? Are you serious? Nah. I'm not letting you get away with that. No way. Okay, that's fine. Main board Veil of Summer. That's just not right. Wish I had a Grizzlebrand right now. I think my opponent's playing Show and Tell, in which case main deck Veil of Summer is kind of justified. Next turn, I control Reanimate. Attack for 7, he's to 10. So it doesn't matter if it's Reanimate or Animate Dead. Is there any... Oh, I guess I get to take both. Take all of these. I really was hoping for Force Blue card, but I don't think it's going to matter. Okay, Force of Negation, Flusterstorm, Hydroblast. Fatal Push comes out for sure. I think we can trim a frog. Sheoldred's Edict is good. Like, it's good against the Emrakul, but it's not good against the Atraxa rebuild, or the Grizzlebrand rebuild. I don't think I want extra Sheoldred's Edicts. I think I want one. Well, I'm going to keep this. I'm going to dig for a daze with this Ponder. He so obviously has Veil of Summer. I highly doubt he's going to be able to combo me next turn. So I could just like play this frog next turn and try to veil like I mean he's not going to tap out of the veil, right? Unless he plays a defense grid. But I don't see that happening. I do want this frog. Yeah. Let's do this. He fell for the trap. Oh, there was no Veil of Summer. Okay. I guess I should just take the sneak attack since I don't have another answer. So he didn't have the Veil of Summer. That's scary. He shouldn't have played that mountain first. I'm not gonna discard any of these other two yet. I would like to get to 4 mana for hard casting Griefs. This gives a little selection. I'm really looking for a Flusterstorm right here. Except the Wasteland. Okay. Ponder. Red Blast. Red Blast would have killed the frog. Okay. Looking for a reanimate here so I can get this Archon into play. Second Brainstorm is scary. So he's redrawn one of the cards from his last Brainstorm. Now he's redrawn both the cards. So these three are all still in his hand. Grafdigger's Cage, mildly irritating. I have no answer to that. No fetch land. Okay. I think that means I'm just supposed to pitch these to the frog. God. Make a 5/5 frog. Kill him in 3 turns. Game 3, I might bring in Brazen Borrower for the Graph Digger's Cage. I'm gonna hold this. Make him think about Flusterstorm. 5. Alright. 2-3 with the best deck in the format. Should have been 1-4, but my land's opponent messed up. Yeah, takeaways. Let's see. I should definitely have some number of Dismember in the deck. Oh, that's in other products. Dismember. I only have one. Okay. That's fine. I like that. Actually, I think I'm probably supposed to do this. And then I have 2 more Shieldred's Edict to bring in. Another Fatal Push to bring in. This sideboard needs work for sure. I don't know. In general, I didn't like the deck as much as my Yorion deck, so I will probably not be playing much of this again. I just don't like Grief. I like the Frog. I like Reanimator. I don't really like Troll. Like these things, like Troll just ends up. I mean, I guess it's a 2-for-1 because you get your land, then no, because you spend Troll and a Reanimate spell to get a land and one of your opponent's removal spells out of their hand. So like you're trading 2 for 2. Grief is trading 3 for 3. When you look at this deck, it's just like, Uro's 2 for 1ing, Baleful Strix is 2 for 1ing, Frogs are, maybe 2 for 1ing, but at worst 1 for 1ing. Lorien Revealed gives us a card advantage engine. Loma gives us some card advantage in a way. I mean, it's just lands, but like it also gives us the Wasteland lock. I just like this deck a lot better, so I'm probably going to keep playing it. The next video I think I'm going to put out is trying out cutting white and making the mana base just a little more stable. So I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.